myself searching. I'm searching for something. I'm out of my depths and I'm longing for wisdom. But I know when I call, there's somebody reaching, holding me so tight. I feel my heart beating. Oh, it's you, only you. Darkness will never defeat me, 'cause your love is a force field around me. Force field around me. Your love is a force field around me. Force field around me. Your love is a force field around me. A valley of shadows, you are my armor, my strength in the battle. And I know when you call, nothing else matters, nothing can stop us. Oh, it's you, only you. Darkness will never defeat me, 'cause your love is a force field around me. Force field around me. Your love is a force field around me. Force field around me. Your love is a force field around me. Force field around me. Your love is a
Good morning. Good morning, St. Peter's. Thank you, Libby. Good morning, and good morning to you if you are tuning in on live stream. Well done if you've made it here in person. It's good to be here, isn't it, to gather and worship the Lord together. Today we have an all-age service, and drums roll, we've got Will and Imi leading worship. Yay! This is so exciting to have live worship being led. Unfortunately, we can't sing. We're still not allowed to sing. So Will and Imi can sing, but we just have to hum along and worship with our actions and in our hearts. So yeah, keep your masks on, I'm afraid. Unless you're up here speaking, you've got to keep your mask on until guidelines allow us not to. But keep your masks on, no singing, and do join in. So with that, I'm going to hand over to Raheel. We are going to have a game to warm us up, bit of fellowship, bit of fun before we go into worship. Okay, come on, Raheel.
Hello. Ooh, that's a bit loud. Lapel 2 or 1 just a bit down, Libby. Thank you. Right. Very, very good morning to everyone. My name is Raheel, and it's lovely to have you here. We start our all-age services with some fun, just to kind of, warm us up and get us ready. People watching on live stream as well, hope you will enjoy this particular game. So, I love coming up with the games and just with ideas. So today our game is relating to our topic. Today is a special day for a lot of people. Some mixed emotions somewhere. Can anyone just maybe raise a hand and tell me, maybe the kids, what is special today? What is special about today's Sunday? Any Ethan? Today is Father's Day. Well done. Thank you. We are going to look a bit more into that. There's a story from the Bible, but there's a game that relates to the story. So I need about 2 families who are good at balloons, who love balloons, and who love pink. Yeah. So I've got at the back pigs in the sky. Basically, the idea is I have a few balloons here just with me. got 2 hula hoops. All you have to do simply is just blow a balloon, or rather a few more, and just come and put them in the loop, okay? In the hoop, sorry. The balloons have to stay. So it's like, you know, when pigs, you go to the farms and they kind of run around everywhere. So we'll, as a family, as a group, with whoever you are, that will stay in the style, okay? So we've got 2 hula hoops here. I'll put them just downstairs for health and safety. And yes, you can have 2 families, or if you fancy a single person, feel very challenged, that yes, you can do it. Anyone too? Who would like to be that? We have the Roberts. Okay, well done. Roberts, come on in. Are you coming? And anyone else? We have Renee. Are you coming by yourself or? No. Oh, are you gonna, okay. Okay, all right, come on then. So we've got Sai, Evie, and is Jen not coming in? Okay, that's fine. If you take these 2, you can hold that. Okay. Brilliant, okay. So, are we clear with the game, right? Fill them in. There'll be a timer, okay, for a few minutes, and you have to make sure that those balloons stay in there at the end, okay? Now, if I can give you 1 packet, if you hold that, so you have to blow them as well, okay? And, right, so it will be in a few seconds. Are you ready? Packets are opened. Packets are opened. 3, 2, 1, go.
You can't see that on the live stream. You just go on stage. You can't see down here on the live stream.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we are doing well. Sorry, I should just quickly nip and make sure people on the live stream can see us as well. Brilliant. Let me go here. Okay, so we've got a few balloons coming in. Well done, well done. Go about. So these are the pigs, and they kind of go away, don't they? But these are staying in very well, I believe. But how many can you fit in them before that timer runs off? Well done. Well done. Sorry? Sorry? Yeah, you can do as many as you want. Keep on going. We have, oh, we can see the pigs are coming out of the sty. We've got to put them in together. Renee is doing well. Brilliant, we've got a few coming in. We still have 1 minute, 52 seconds remaining. Oh, they are doing well. I think Evie might just help the pigs to go out. Could we do a bit of like maybe a clapping? No, we can't cheer that way, but we can just, you know, cheer up people. Come on, Renee. You're doing good, you're doing good. Oh, I see. Some balloons are, some of the pigs are really well fed, you know, and the others are still growing, but it's okay. We can do that. We can take that in. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh dear, we've got to put them back in. Come on, Evie. Oh, I think, well done, Renee. We have, oh, just about a minute left. I think that timer is going for really long. Or is it just me? Okay, well done, guys. Or if you finish your balloons first. Oh, are you almost done? I think Sai is trying. Oh, no, Evie, get that. Oh, brilliant. Well done, well done. Well done, put that back in. Okay, so we have Renee. We have Renee. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Okay, let's just, the timer's gonna go off. Libby, if you can just cancel the timer or unmute that as well, that'd be great. Okay, so we have Renee. Do you want to count and tell me, Renee, how many do you have? 10. Renee has 10. And Sai, should we count yours? We got Evie, do you want to help me count? Oh dear, they're coming up, but that's okay. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. 11. Well, they're coming up, but well, they have. But guys, Renee, thank you. Well done. You have actually managed to have all of them, in there, but I think Evie kind of has. But both of them have done so well, guys. So big round of applause to Evie, Sai, and Renee. Well done. Well done. Well done. You guys have done well. Okay, so if you guys could just help to take the balloons on the side, that's another task, isn't it? Charlie, if you could help as well, or anyone, that would be great. Okay, so now we will be going into our worship. 2 songs back to back, praising God, lifting his name high, because he is the most deserving.
Lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. Okay. You came from heaven to earth to show the way from the earth to the cross, my debt to pay, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the earth to the cross, my debt to pay, from the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. You came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the earth to the cross, my debt to pay, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Over all the earth, you reign on high. Every mountain stream, every sunset sky. But my one request, Lord, my only aim, is that you reign in me again. Lord, reign in me, reign in your power over all my dreams. In my darkest hour, you are the Lord of all I am. So won't you reign in me again? Every thought, over every my life reflect the beauty of my Lord, 'cause you mean more to me than any earthly thing. So you reign in me again? Lord, reign in me, reign in your power over all my dreams. In my darkest hour, you are the Lord of all I am. So won't you reign in me again? Lord, reign in me, reign in your power over all my dreams. In my darkest hour, you are the Lord of all I am. So won't you reign in me again? So won't you reign in me again? So won't you reign in me again?
Great it is to worship the Lord. Thank you, Will and Amy, for leading us in that worship. Thank you. Please have a seat. We will now be doing our reading, but we like to be creative and have a bit different sort of vibe in all these services. So I have a story to tell you. You might have noticed behind there is a bit of a hugging moment, but there's a beautiful story of a father. To say this story more, to relate it, to express it to you guys, I've got some of our church family, kids and adults to help us. There'll be a little reading in the form of a drama taken from Luke chapter 15, 11 to 32. So if I could just call my drama stars to come forward really quickly and present the Bible reading from this chapter in the form of a skit. So let's have their mics. Brilliant. So just to also let you know, we've got Ash, who is the narrator, acting as Jesus. Can we have a bit of cheers for that, please? Okay. We have got Famida as the father. We've got, keep clapping, guys, if you want to keep clapping, go around. We've got Sahil as the younger son, Nathan as the oldest son. We've got Ethan as the main servant, and Daisy as the farmer. So guys, over to you. Once I get the mic on, of course. Okay. There you go.
A man had 2 sons and a large estate with many servants. The younger son wanted to have his inheritance early while his father was still alive. Younger son, Father, give me the share of the property that will belong to me. Father, as you wish, my son. Older son, are you serious? So the father divided the property between them, and the younger son gathered all he. In the distant country, the young his property and spent everything his father had given to him. After he had spent everything, he hired himself out to a farmer. Farmer, hello there. Younger son, do you have any work for me? Farmer, yes. I need someone to go out into my fields and tend to my pigs. You must feed them, but you may not eat any of their food. Younger son, yes, sir. He goes to the pink balloons and starts feeding them. The younger son fed the pigs, but realized how much his life had changed. He would have gladly filled himself with the food that he fed to the pigs. Younger son, how many of my father's hired hands have food enough to spare? But here I am, dying of hunger. I will go home and say to my father, Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. treat me like one of your servants." So the younger son left the farm to head home to his father. While the younger son was still far off, the father caught sight of him and was filled with compassion. He ran and put his arms around his son. "Father, son, you are home. Sinned against heaven and against to be called your son." Father, "Servants, quickly bring out the best robe I have and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Then get a fatted calf and prepare it for us to eat at a dinner celebration. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." Then they began to celebrate his return. Now the older son was in the field at work. As he approached the house, he heard music and dancing. He called to one of his father's servants. "Older son, what is going on?" Main servant, "Your brother has returned, and your father is throwing him a celebration because he has come back safe and sound." The older son became angry and refused to go into the celebration. The father came out to greet him. "Father, my son, your brother has returned. Come, join in the feast." Older son, "Listen, for all these years, I have been working so hard for you and have never disobeyed you. Yet you have never given me even a young goat so that I might celebrate with my friends. But this son of yours comes back after wasting all of your property, and you order a big feast for him. Son, you're always with me, and all that is mine is yours. But we had to celebrate and rejoice because this brother of yours was dead and has come to life. He was lost and has been found."
What a great performance that was. For this son of mine was dead, but now he's alive. He was lost, and now he is found. The beautiful story of the prodigal son. Thank you once again to all my little helpers and the adults as well for making this story possible to read for us. Now, talking about Father's Day, the love that dads, also mums in many families, or male models in our lives who inspire us, they give us that love. I wanted to share something very beautiful that I got from my dad back always. He sadly isn't with us today as he passed away last year, but I know he's listening up there. So just sharing one of our memories, something that is really, really close to me. I never actually had the chance to tell him that I think of it that way, but I thought, why not? I want to share with you guys. When I was a kid, do you remember, maybe children use it now in schools as well, used to have fountain ink pens. Hands up if you've ever used a fountain pen or ink pen. It's very kind of posh. Yeah, you still use them? Brilliant, well done. A few years ago when that came into my school, I was probably in year 4 or 5, I think. And I know that was back in Dubai as well, actually, by the way. So we used to write with pencils. We didn't automatically or get graded up to using a pen from a pencil, I think like how children do over here. But it was just like if you wanted to at some stage. Ink pen only because I saw some of my friends, right? And how many of you would realize if you see someone wear a new item of clothing or anything like that, you want to try that for yourself? That was me, and I wanted this pen. And I told Dad, Dad, I want this pen. At that time, it was expensive at that price, but I wanted that. And I told him that I didn't bother at all about knowing how much it costed, if Dad could afford it at that time for me or not. But I cried. I cried for it, I begged for it, and I wanted that pen really badly. And I remember Dad at that time, he didn't have a car, and I had a bicycle, and I was a bit, I think it wasn't a kid's bike, but more like a teenager's, kind of younger teenager's bike, but I had that. And Dad, he got so fed up of me, and he was like, okay, come with me, we'll go and get you this pen. So he takes me on the bike just at the front. Again, it's not safe, but at that time, it was okay to do so. So I'm sitting in the front, and we go there, and I see Dad struggling. And I say, okay, Dad, why don't you go a bit forward, and I'll just, I'm literally walking with you. And as I was walking, because of Dad's balance, I was walking so slow, so he had to go slow as well. And he actually fell down the bicycle. And I still remember to that day that, he obviously got a bit of hurt, he had some wounds, but he got up, Dad, you're okay? Yes, that's fine, let's go. Went on, got the pen. What a happy child I was to get that pen. Next day I go to the school and I'm like, yay, see my pen, here it is. And loved filling the ink in it. Oh, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment for me. But Dad had that incident, realized that was so powerful. Go on my bicycle with me. Maybe he was fed up of me asking, but somewhere I see his love. He didn't say anything about, finances or anything, but he said, it's okay, let's go. And him even falling off that bicycle, getting wounds, not mentioning it once to me. We do many of those things in our lives, don't we? But that story sticks to me until today. Now, I had a little thing about unconditional love, that we see that God's love is unconditional. What does unconditional mean? So I had a little look up, and it says unconditional is something where there are no conditions. Sometimes kids, people listening online, mommy and daddy or elders tell you, if you do this, I will give you this. Or you can maybe have more TV time or more screen time, or you can play for a bit longer if you do this. So there is a bit of an exchange there, right? That if you do this, you can get that. Sometimes we feel that in love as well, we have to do things for each other, and hence the love grows. But God's love does not demand, does not expect, anything back. It does not. It's free. There are no conditions, and that is God's love. Now we can see that in the story itself today, we had. Where is it? Yeah, we had the father, we had the two sons, and we had God. Sometimes we can be like the oldest son, right? Sometimes you can be like the oldest son who does the good things we know, but sometimes we go away from listening to God's voice in our lives. Sometimes, I think, the son who know God's word, who know that we go and do wrong things, we do silly mistakes, right? We can be the younger son sometimes. We can also be the older son sometimes. But the father in the story, he actually gave away what he had to his younger son when he asked him. That was his love for him, that, okay, son, here's my money, here's the property, you can take it. And he goes away. And we can see what happened there, right? What happened to the younger son? Anyone? Did he have a good lifestyle? Yes? I think Ethan saying yes. For some time, yes, for some time he had a great lifestyle, but then when that money went away, he was left with nothing, and he had to go feed the pigs and eat what the pigs were eating. So we know that we can be the younger or the older son, but we also learn from the story that God, regardless of what we do, he is always there to help us. Now, Father's Day today, happy Father's Day everyone again, celebrating all the men out there who are in some way or form a father figure to a niece, to a nephew, to a neighbor, to a friend. So we all do that, but we all can make mistakes. We all can mess up, right? We all can make mistakes, we all can mess up, but we know that God is that Father, is the greatest Father, and he's the Father of fathers who never does wrong, who never makes mistakes. And regardless of us, whatever we do, wherever wrong we are, we can always go back to God. Now, if you've done anything wrong at home and schools, in our personal lives, said anything bad, any mistakes, we can always just say, God, I'm sorry. and please forgive me.